Hello, welcome to DIST Demo 3, which is the ctio dashboard and is the third demo in the DIST demo series. This demo is presented to you by Adibi Abdurrahman. And the objectives of the DIST Demo 3 is to showcase a CTIO or the office of the CTIO's functions with the DIST product. And basically, this is to highlight the fact that this dashboard extends the CEO's dashboard visualization and analytics, as well as the fact that the visualizations are based on are based on the reports derived from the IT Enterprise Reporting Database, the BMH. And this can integrate with other EIS and EDW systems as well. Okay, so let's start the demo. So as usual, we get to this page, click on CTIO, and we can see there are two sections: the IT delivery daily services and the operations availability. Because we've gone through the CEO, well, we expected that if you've gone through the CEO dashboard, we've done all these aspects. So we will be looking at more on the IT service delivery aspects. So we start with daily statistics, which is basically total revenue, voice on net, off net, SMS, GPS. Then move on to international and roaming. And then we go to the refill, which is EVD, mobile money, scratch cards, the revenue aspect as well. So it's more than IT delivery. So once again, we log in as a CTIO this time around. Okay, so we don't have records for the last 30 days. So we check records for the last 60 days. Okay, so we got records for the last 60 days. It's here to be updated. It's not real time, so we need to check this. And we zoom in to check it out. Okay, there was a spike here, March 26th, and there was a low, well, it came back down as much. So if I'm looking at this data, we basically have it for a couple of days. Let's see if we got more. Let's see if we can extend this to, yeah, January of this year. We might get lucky. Okay, I think we got more data. Yes, so we look more into this data. Data from basically March. This is for a whole month of March, so we only have for the month of March. Trusted. Okay, and total revenue, and we can see the revenue without bonus. So we've seen almost half of the revenue has been with is going through the bonus. Wow. Okay. We could also look at the duration, and we can see on-net calls have basically between peaking at 8.2 and 7 million, but they came to a low. Okay, I guess this was an incomplete date. So it's basically between 6 and, well, more of 7 and, yeah, between 6 million and 8 million for on-net calls duration. SMS as well, we can see the trend between calls and the revenues as well. Very, very low there. And they can see, sorry, they're quite parallel to each other. And we can also view the peak and the off-peak for SMS. So more activities in the peak period, more revenue from peak than the off-peak. And that's about 95% to 5%. Okay. And we could also look at the voice off-net. And yes, we had a glimpse of the on-net earlier. Yes, for calls duration. Now we're having that for voice off-net. And we can see how this is performing as well over the last. Off-net calls deep down the end on the March 13th, which was a Sunday. And I guess as well this was also on a Sunday. Yes, on the February for that as well. Deeps here too. It's a Sunday, but it's started performing well during March here. And okay, we got no data for that. We can look at the on-net calls. Basically, it's good. We can now go to international roaming. international calls enrollment. Wow, we've seen a dip in international calls enrollment from Wednesday, April 6th. There's been a dip. When that started, it started falling from 1st of April. It came down. So first of all, let's check if we got more for more than these days, just to be able to compare. Maybe we got some in March. Okay, yes, we do have some in February, but international calls dropped from the 31st of, wow, it's been dropping. International calls have been dropping, and this needs to be looked into. As well as the total usage, we can see it in terms of revenue. It's really deeping. For the service class AT, guys are performing much better than any other service class for international calls. This is a source of concern. Peaking from February, March, and the end of March, with the revenue has been dwindling in April. Okay. Roaming incoming calls, however, has pretty much maintained the same momentum from March to April. Okay, this data is actually to that time, and we can also see from right here how on-net calls have been in others. Okay, comparing it by countries, we see Nigeria to be one of the main for roaming, to be the main destination for MTN Benin roamers. Pretty interesting. And for that, yes, for the ingoing and as well for the outgoing. Yes, for the outgoing as well. Pretty interesting. Okay, so we'll move on to another, which is the EVD mobile flash. We've seen this in some other pre-demos as well. And we'd like to see for the last 90 days. We don't have the last 30 days. Yes, and we can see basically the metrics by seamless seamless is for the TDRs, IN CDRs, comparing the seamless CDRs with that of the EVD IN CDRs. I guess that's yeah, and the number of scratch cards as well as the number of flash vouchers that is also called, because that should be revenue, sorry, and mobile money as well. We've seen the number of mobile revenue within that same period. And we can see this is quite similar to the first one we did look at, and we can zoom in. And well, if we look at this closely, we can see how the EVD remains constant. Mobile money, well, kind of reduced a little, but then peaked again about March 25th, and it's been improving in April. And since then, I guess the awareness is being spread much, and let's see. Hopefully, we should expect more growth there. And however, scratch card refills, we've seen a decline from February to March. And that could also mean more adoption of the electronic voucher refills. Interesting, as we can see. Corporate and hybrid refills as well. It's been, well, not quite distinct. It's really not been happening. Wow. Let's see, it was quite an amount here. Okay, so not much to really know specific patterns there, except for the fact that the voucher refill scratch cards are really dwindling. And I guess, yeah, that does it for the ctio dashboards as well. So thank you very much, and hope to see you in the fourth demo of this series. Thank you. Bye.